pretty good privacy. The official encryption system of the Darknet.
PGP is pretty good privacy, an encryption system used for protecting messages and files, ensuring only authorized individuals with a private key can access the encrypted content.
Just to refresh for you, love.
Encryption is a widely used security tool that can prevent the interception of sensitive data while stored in files, or while in transit across networks. This is achieved by converting existing data into an unreadable, encoded version of itself. To convert back to its original form, it must be decrypted. In the case of PGP, this is accomplished by way of a private decryption key. Because PGP was originally available as open-source freeware, it spread rapidly among users who wanted an extra level of security for their email messages. PGP uses both symmetric encryption and public key encryption, allowing users who have never met to send encrypted messages to each other without having to exchange private encryption keys. Only individuals who have access to the private key, from the key pair generated by PGP, can decipher content that's been encrypted by its corresponding public key. To visualize the PGP process, here is a short story.
Once upon a time, in a town called Not Realville, there was a young man named Bob who sold mangoes. Bob loves mangoes, and has sold them at a farm stand since he was a boy. Unfortunately for Bob, a powerful politician named Monsieur Mamlows wanted to outlaw mango consumption because he had a mango-shaped head. As a result, the government of Not Realville voted to make mangoes illegal, crushing Bob's business and future in the process. Police were ordered to seize all mangoes from the town. Even the army got involved, stopping everyone at the border who tried to import and export mangoes in and out of the town. But Bob had an idea, using encrypted messages. Bob posted his public PGP key on the bulletin board in town square. People could then write letters to Bob, telling him how many mangoes they wanted and where to deliver them. Then, encrypt this information with the public key that Bob posted in town. Since the letter was now encrypted, and no one could decipher the message except Bob, it could be sent to him safely, knowing the message content would remain private. Because the watchful eyes of the mango-hating government were on the lookout for these sorts of letters all the time, even if they found one, the message would remain secure.
Look, son, a hater.
Bob would receive the message, and then go home and decrypt the ciphertext back to plaintext, to get the mango order instructions privately from his customers. Then, everyone was happy. The townspeople had the mangoes they loved, and Bob could fulfill his passion, selling mangoes to the town. And, the transactions were completely secure and private thanks to PGP encryption. Thanks PGP. The end.
Now, just replace mangoes for whatever illegal drug, or weapon, or illicit service you can imagine, and that is, essentially, how darknet marketplaces can communicate privately and securely, without law enforcement interference.